Good morning, everybody. Edward Kelley here, 188 Debt Line, starting a series on how do I save my house and or car in foreclosure. So, what we're talking about here is a Chapter 13. So, let me throw that in the title too, how to save my house or car through a Chapter 13 bankruptcy. So, let's start with the basics of a Chapter 13, as opposed to a 7. Chapter 7, liquidation, meaning you keep your exempt property, such as your home if you're current on the mortgage, your car if you're current on the payment, your IRA or 401k if it's properly set up, your household goods, everything else liquidated. And by everything, that's a pretty detailed list of what is and what isn't. So we can deal with that in another video. But, you generally get to keep your usual stuff. If you've got a boat, if you've got a cabin, if you got oil royalties, those are probably going to go. Tax refunds that are owed but you haven't received and spent also. That's a 7, liquidation. Chapter 13 is a repayment. So what that means is you're going to pay your creditors what you can, not what you owe, but what you can for a period of 5 years. You'll have to do a 13 if you have done a bankruptcy, a Chapter 7 in the last 8 years. It's from the date of filing. Or if you make too much. And for example, for a household of 1, which is how they gauge it, IRS standards, $42,000 is about the cutoff. Now, if your legitimate expenses, unusual expenses bring you down, you can still make it. But if you're considerably over that, there's probably not much chance you can do a 7, in which case you're doing a 5-year plan. If you've already done a bankruptcy in the last, or Chapter 7 in the last 8 years, you can do a 13, possibly for 3 years, if your income would have allowed you to do a 7. So, now you know how to get into a 13. Now, you might be eligible for a 7 and want to do a 13 anyway if you're facing the problem in this series. Lost my house, or about to lose my house, not lost your house, but about to lose it, or about to lose my car, and they won't work with me. So if you're at that point, Chapter 13 allows you to propose a plan to pay off everything you owe that will bring you current over the life of that plan, or a car, or a house, something where you have a purchase loan on it. So that's number 1. This is how you can do it. So what you need to keep in mind, if you don't make enough money to make the payments, meaning your regular payments on the car and or house and the payments on the arrearage spread out over a maximum of 5 years or 60 months, you can't do it. So in the next video, we're going to talk about specifics. How do you save your house in a Chapter 13? Really the same things apply to the car, but we'll deal with the house in the next one. As always, send me your questions. You can call me at 188 Debt Line or email me at edward@wirthlawoffice.com, WIRTH lawoffice.com, or on Facebook at our group called Oklahomans for Debt Relief. Talk to you soon.